I don't think they have money to get nobody though. But oh,
Bro,
Phoenix.
they got that bullshit ass contract. Hey man, welcome back to another episode of the Play for Keys podcast. The only podcast that's
Where
here for the
Montoya,
people.
por favor, Montoya. That's the
Por
funniest video.
qué? Por qué?
That video is the fun. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. That's the worst video on the internet. The funniest, but the worst video on the internet.
It'd be so funny when I see like, because I live in like the reality TV realm of just like watching shit. So when I see shit leak,
So
that's
you be
like,
watching that show?
I watched the American version of that show. I've never
What show
seen
is
like
that? What show is that?
the show is called Temptation Island. And basically the whole plot of this show is that all of these couples are on they're at a crossroad in their relationship. So
they want to face temptation. Like what are we doing?
Yeah, they're at a crossroad in a relationship. So the whole plot is there's two different villas. The guys go one, the girls go to another, and in those villas there are 12 singles, like 12 like single people that are looking for love. And it is all about like, are you going to be tempted into X, Y, and Z? Now the bonfire thing that y'all saw, it's called a bonfire. They do theirs a little different, but they every once a week they'll show you a little snippet of what your partner's been doing on the other side. But the problem is the producers the producers ain't shit. They'll clip it off like a 15-20 second of just like some of the most egregious shit you probably seen. Like there was a time for the American one, and I won't be on this too long. There's one where this guy got like someone was like twerking on him, and like the first 15 seconds is like, okay, like there's a girl twerking on him. They cut it off right before like the nigga said, please, can you move? Like, I'm not really into this. But the girl ain't seen none of that. The girl ain't even seen none of that. So she in her vision like, oh, a nigga, she just twerked on my nigga. All right, two can play that fucking game, and then women just take it to a whole nother level. Now this right here, that shit was crazy.
Would you say he got the death penalty for loitering?
And granted, that may not be like the best accurate representation, but my nigga, petty theft at best, nigga. Petty theft. The nigga steal gum. I know a few niggas that just steal gum at Walmart, nigga. I know a few niggas that do that. You know what I mean? So shit at best, it's like, all right, nigga, put it back. But the show was stupid. The show was goddamn stupid.
Oh, that's it. If you go on that show, you're an idiot. You're an idiot if you go on that show. But I guess they just want to be famous. But
the difference between Spanish and American, like the bonfire, the footage, it's like some shit that happened like a day ago or 2 days ago. This shit look like it was live stream. Like,
it was live because he ran. He ran like a. The cameraman was chasing him. The host was funny.
Hey, sign that nigga up for Maury, nigga. That nigga was running, and while they were running, they kept cutting back to the woman getting hammered, pound town. Like it was.
This is the worst show, guys. Bro.
Montoya, justice for Montoya.
Yeah, hashtag justice for Montoya. But anyways, let's get back to more important matters.
I'm saying, man, look, y'all know what the fuck going. Y'all know what the fuck going on, man.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
It's Black History Month, y'all. Happy Black History Month. I told you it was going to get more egregious each and every week we do this. You know what I mean? Every time you pass up a white person or a person of not blackness, I don't like the word people of color. Somebody that's not black, you go there, immediately tell them ask them they top 5 black people. Ask them they top 5 black people, they'll tell you exactly who they are as a person. I kid you not.
That's true.
Because why is Candace Owens in your top 5?
Why is Kanye West in your top 5?
He made graduation. Shut up, nigga. We don't care.
We do not care.
We don't give a fuck, nigga.
Actually, let's go ahead and get that out. We do not care about Kanye West.
We do not give a fuck about Kanye West. I need him to. Hey, look, he gonna do whatever the fuck he want to do.
Yeah.
Nigga started tweeting. What y'all gonna do? Cancel me again? Freeze my shit? Take millions from me?
Valid point. No, it's already done from him. He can't really.
Nigga,
He already hit rock bottom, bro.
I hate to say it, that nigga was spitting. I don't have to like it though. Fuck out of here.
We do not care.
We do not care about the all-star team lineups. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like we'll see how it goes, but look, like I know Katie don't like Shaq. Let me
Nobody likes Shaq. Nobody likes Shaq.
I don't like
Shaq. Nobody likes Shaq and nobody likes Chuck.
Yeah,
I think people are cool. People are fine with Kenny though. I'm pretty sure
because he don't be talking. That's the problem. Let the nigga open his mouth. Pause. Let that nigga keep talking. Where this nigga at? Here we go. Yeah,
it's cool. I guess.
Yeah. So for Team Shaq, you got LeBron James, Curry, Anthony Davis,
Tatum,
JT, KD. Nigga, is this the Olympic lineup?
He just got Shaq got the team of the old All Stars. Kenny got the team of the uprising All Stars because Kenny got like Anthony Edwards, Brunson, Jaren Jackson, Jalen Williams, and Charles Barkley got the international people because he got Jokic, Giannis, Shea, even Cat because Cat from the Dominican Republic or whatever.
Yeah,
like the only American Chuck got on this team is Donovan Mitchell,
and that was the last pick.
Donovan Mitchell, he's not from Canada, right?
No, he ain't. Okay. I don't think he's from Canada. But
okay, he's from New York.
Yeah, so for our audio listeners, I'll run it down. Shaq has Bron, Curry, Davis, JT, Kevin Durant, Lillard, Harden, Jaylen Brown. Team Kenny has Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Jaren Jackson Jr., J-Dub, Garland, Mobley, Cunningham, Tyler Hero, and then Chuck has Jokic, Giannis, SGA, Wembanyama, Pascal, Sengun, Anthony Towns, and Donovan Mitchell. I just realized this nigga has a whole lot of bigs on this fucking lineup. That's actually kind of nuts. Hypothetically, the rising stars people they'll be a part of this too. The winner of whatever that rising stars is. We don't have to get into that, but yeah, we don't care. We don't give a fuck until it becomes a good product, and then once it becomes a good product, I'm gonna be like, I had fun, but I'm not looking forward to this shit. Not looking forward to none of this outside of the 3-point contest. Maybe I like when y'all bring the women out there and compete with stuff. That shit was kind of fun last year, but we got more important basketball talk to talk. So
we do not care.
Real quick, we don't care about the Canelo Alvarez versus Jake Paul fight that just got announced. Look, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, there is no twice, nigga. I'm not getting fooled again, nigga.
I'm not watching another Jake Paul anything. I done seen him.
Canelo. I will watch the highlights. I will watch the highlights. Canelo is also going to be fighting Terrence Crawford later in the year, so he not taking
that. That's the important fight. And that's the fight we need to focus our energy on because it's a real fight. Some
might say because he has more important things to work on, he might just clean that nigga up right then and there in round 1. But I get the marketing. You're not going to let me follow through with that marketing, my nigga. No.
We do not care.
Don't give a fuck. I'll catch it on Bleacher Report. Fuck out of here, nigga. Last, but certainly not least, Chad Johnson and James Harrison. Now, this fight has been like a thing. This has been a thing for months. 8 or 9 months. They've been saying, "Oh, like this is gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing." Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's going to happen.
You think?
I just
Really? Oh,
nigga, they definitely gonna fight. Now, will I care enough to tune in and do all this stuff? If they hype it up enough, I may just look, or I might just refresh my Twitter feed to
it's
see.
gonna be a video of whatever important happens on Twitter, and I'll just be like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but like me investing and like putting that shit on my screen. No, I'm not. I'm not putting these old ass unks. No, not at all. Them niggas was still talking. I think it was still talking like yesterday. Yeah, they nah. Chad is he's yapping way too much for this to not go through. They gonna fight.
That's what Chad Johnson do. But
I know, but like I don't think I've ever seen something where it's like, oh, like they yapped and they hyped it up and like nothing ever came out of it. So
we will see, but we got more important stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I think that was our last. We do not care.
We do not care.
One more time for
this. Y'all don't care about Mitch McConnell falling down again, but I care. Because they say he like hurt his face, he dropped his food, everything. Oh, that made me so happy. But anyway, we have more important things to talk about.
We have more. Yeah, we almost asked myself, where do we even begin? But I know exactly where to begin.
Actually, no, I know where we need to begin. We need to talk about some donations.
Oh shit! Look at you.
Donations.
Oh man.
Donations.
I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. And you got the power to change that.
You got the power.
You do.
To change that. Link will be in the bio down below. For the people that says fuck no,
I beg your pardon.
We got to stop that for our contributing listeners.
All I hear is that check came me. Come
on, man.
My test machine. I love it when you throw for me. My test machine.
All right. Look. Before we even go any further, do you have a particular favorite Dr. Umar phrase?
A favorite Dr. Umar phrase. Okay, I found it. My favorite Umar quote is when he was like, "My ADHD is a ancestral divergence from my higher development." It's beautiful. No, it's beautiful. I feel the exact same way about my ADHD.
I fuck with that. I think mine is always gonna be. So you said the black girls called you ugly. So you want me to believe that the white girls called you handsome?
Every time that little bell or whatever, after everything, he's hilarious.
I'm like, every time, even when he has to look, he just.
Umar's.
That's a different.
Umar's probably like a bad person, but he's hilarious.
He's not a good person. Neither was any of that cast from Love and Basketball, but that's neither here nor there. Now, let's get into some real basketball, some real basketball ball talk. The NBA trade deadline, quite literally, could be considered one of the wildest trade deadlines in NBA history. So many people got moved.
So many major people got moved. The NBA lost his damn mind this weekend.
Hey, Adam Silver said, them ratings though. Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Put the word back, the price back up or whatever, bro. They going crazy.
But yeah, let's cut the bullshit. We all here. By the time y'all listen to this podcast, y'all done already had so many dissertations about this Luka Doncic trade. So let's go ahead. Big Luka Doncic got traded from the Mavs to the LA Lakers for Anthony Davis and some other niggas.
And Max Christie.
I do like Max Christie. Max Christie and some other niggas. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what it is. In hindsight, we're gonna break this trade down a little bit differently than we're gonna do others that we've done in the past and what we're gonna do for the future. Because I have to ask this question, and the audience must know.
Okay.
Where were you?
Where was I when I heard this?
Where were you?
Oh my God. When I heard the Luka trade, what were we at? We were at we was out with Jose, so you know how that be.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And like it was a lot of music, a lot of some dark music and blah blah blah. I know it was Jamaican music that was playing. Yeah, but anyways, having a good time, whatever. And I see Etchy, and he's on his phone, and he like, Luka just got traded, and he told me that, and I was like, I thought he got like, you know how the Twitter be having them fake pages and all that. So I was like, he obviously didn't get traded, bro. Leave me alone, blah 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 blah. And like I was just going back to whatever I was doing, and I just see Etchy on his phone, and like I see all these messages in this thing, and he's like, man, they going crazy, and I was like, what are you talking about? And he was like, the trade. And I was like, this didn't happen. What do you? And I was finna go on my phone and be like, okay, y'all, shut up. This trade ain't happening. And then I grabbed my phone. I looked at the notification. I seen the ESPN notification, and it had like the little alarm on it. And ESPN, they put that alarm for every notification, so I disregarded it. Then I seen the Bleacher Report notification, and it was like breaking. And it just, I didn't even finish reading it. I just saw like the L of the name Luka, and I was like, oh my God, this is real. So I opened my phone and I said, oh my gosh, he got traded. And like my knees got weak. I'm not even a Maverick fan. I was just like, this just don't make sense. Like, what is going on? And then I was like, man, what did he get traded for? I said, Anthony Davis. I was like, oh my God. Like I was just looking around, I started talking to Randy. I was like, did you know Luka got traded? They was like, what? I was like, did you know Luka? I was just telling people because just like I couldn't process this, bro. Like, what is going on right now? I can't.
Niggas out here warning niggas. Niggas out here warning niggas. Jesus is coming back.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. The only other time I've ever done something like that was when Kobe died, bro. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, for real.
When Kobe died, like I went to like the gas station. I was like, do you know Kobe died? And they was like, what? Like I'm so serious. That's the only other time I was just telling random people news like that, bro. It's insane.
Yeah, I think the last. Well, yeah. With Kobe, because with Kobe, I was at the grocery store. I'm like, damn, Kobe died.
I don't know exactly where I was when Kobe died, but neither here nor there.
Neither there. Rest in peace. The other time I did that was when KD went to the Warriors. I'm like, y'all know KD went to Golden State, nigga.
Let's not.
Y'all hear yourselves. But when I was there, which with the Luka trade, I was actually leaving work because I had I had to do some things at work that required sports. But when I got home, one of my like sports group chats was like, oh my God, like that's crazy. Like, and I'm like, what you mean that's crazy? Looking at it like, oh, like obviously that nigga got hacked. Like this is not this is not real. He was like, yeah, LMAO, somebody probably got it. And he was like, but like that'd be crazy if it really did happen though. And then more information came out. And then one of the guys in there, I ain't gonna lie, he was a little unhinged. So nigga, I might even edit this out. Nigga, I'll bust a third nut right now if this shit true. And I'm definitely probably gonna edit that out. I'll probably bleep it out. When that news came out, that nigga said that. Hey, well, there goes my third one. That's fucking nuts. That's crazy. I went to what you call it? I went into every group chat that I knew. I texted Jax. I texted my dad. I was like, Dad, like,
who's Luka? What are you talking about?
That nigga said Dallas. Jerry Jones. No, Dad. Wrong team.
The quarterback, what?
Jetty. No, Dad. Look, Luka. Bro. Yeah, but like it felt nigga, I felt like Paul Revere, nigga. Like I felt like I was warning niggas the British was coming. That's how I felt. I felt like I was like the first nigga, even though I probably wasn't. I just felt like I was the first nigga giving everybody information.
Bro.
And to that degree,
you feel like the dude that told George Bush about the towers.
Yes, bro. Like I felt like very important. I felt extremely important, and I'm not that important to tell niggas this shit. I went to my LB's group chat, and I was like, yeah, if anybody that follows sports, yeah, Luka just got traded.
Who's Luka? You know, who's Luka?
Luka. The Disney movie? No, nigga. No, nigga. But yeah, that's pretty much how it happened for the both of us. And then I don't think I got much sleep after that, because me and Jax was sending each other voice notes about endless possibilities of like what this means for each organization, all that jazz. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and break down. Let's break down step by step. First of all, shout out to Shams. Hey, we done with the 90s, nigga. Woj never do no shit like this. Woj never did no shit like
that. Don't disrespect Woj's legacy like that. I can't let you do that, bro. I can't let you do that, bro.
Woj ain't do no. Woj, hey, Woj is a pioneer. Woj is one of them niggas. He's one of one. There's been too much disrespect on Shams' name after the retirement of Woj, and I'm here to say, hey, Shams just said, shut the fuck up. I'm here now, nigga.
Woj probably was having the best sleep ever. Somebody probably tried to text him. He looked at his phone, rolled over in his bed.
I ain't gonna lie. He probably had a little flashback. Damn, that's crazy. And then went his ass back to sleep. Went his ass right back to sleep. Real quick, we'll talk about Nico Harrison some more. But Nico Harrison, you didn't turn Dallas to Gotham City. I hope you know that. People are trying to figure out if you're a DEI hire or if you're just actually a national terrorist. We'll find out soon. But it's either one or the other. It's one or the other. Maybe it is both. Maybe it is both. And do you want to start from the Lakers side or the Dallas side?
Let's go ahead, and I feel like we can get to the Dallas side first, because the Lakers, they still made some more moves. We'll talk about it a little bit later. But from Dallas perspective, this was obviously a terrible decision. You should never trade the franchise, the person that your whole entire organization is built on. The city of Dallas isn't built off of Luka because they still got like the Cowboys and all that. So that's still like a very large foundation in Dallas. But Luka is, or I guess he was, Dirk Nowitzki, like the new Dirk Nowitzki. Everybody loved him in Dallas. He was the franchise. It's crazy. Like, even they got free agents like Clay. He's not the Clay of old, of course, but he came to Dallas to be Luka's spot up shooter. Like, these are Kyrie. He wanted to go to Dallas because of Luka was there. Like, these are things that, like I don't even know. Like, these are the foundational pieces of your team, or Luka is the foundational piece of that team. So trading him doesn't make any sense to me in any aspect. But I mean, they did get back Anthony Davis, and a lot of people are like, I seen a tweet say, Luka's good because they're talking about Anthony Davis like he's Hassan Whiteside. But Anthony Davis is a top 15 NBA player. He's not as injury prone. First ballot Hall of Famer. He's not as injury prone as people like to make him seem. Like, he's like, Anthony Davis is him. He's one of them ones, but he's not Luka, respectfully. And then, like, by trading away Luka, I feel like that cripples the team a little bit, because Kyrie's now their main ball handler instead of Kyrie and Luka. And Kyrie, he's not trashing nothing. He's I wouldn't call him necessarily injury prone, but he's a smaller guard. And during the playoffs, if he's the only ball handler, like, it's going to be easier to stop him. Or rather, easier to stop the team, because Clay don't dribble, AD don't dribble, PJ Washington not really doing that for real. So it just does not make sense to me. And I think the Mavs, I don't remember their seeding off the top of my head. But
there are a 10th seed.
Okay, they're a 10th. I think they could still, like, Well, they're 10, so that's the playing spot right now. I think they're just going to remain a play-in type team. I don't think they're going to make any type of noise in the playoffs, and that's no disrespect to any of their players there. It's just you sort of like gutted the whole team. So that's why I don't. It was just a stupid decision by a stupid man in Nico Harrison.
Yeah, and I think one of the things with Nico Harrison that is just really, really mind-boggling is just it's kind of like when Dan Orlovsky was like trying to like make his case for why Josh Allen was supposed to win that thing. Like if you cannot have a good reason, or if you can't make a sound reason as to why you made the move that you made, you're not going to be in office for too much longer.
He was just saying like during the press conference, Nico, he was just saying like a bunch of like word salad, nothing really coherent. He was rambling.
Yeah,
he was just yapping.
Yapping, nigga. Like he was talking about defense wins championships, and we feel like this, that. I'm like, all right, bro.
Nico, how many championships have you won? Like to me, like this whole Luka thing, that's the equivalent of trading LeBron after he went to his first finals against the Spurs, just trading him that next season. Because that's basically what they did.
Basically saying, "Yo, we just got to get our defense up, nigga." Who are you,
and bro? And then the other thing I really didn't like about how they did it, they started coming out with reports like, "Oh, Luka was, he's been drinking too much, and he 270 and blah blah blah."
Yeah.
And this, that, and I'm like,
standing here to sit.
Exactly. Like nobody. Number one, even if he was all that, he was still dropping 30 a night, so it don't even matter. It's just I don't like the way they conducted themselves.
He came in the camp. He was talking about he came in at 270. Yo, if he's Luka better than me, my next jersey number would have been 270, nigga. I would have had a triple digit number talking about some 270. Cause even if he was 270, last year was his career best. His career high, and he took you to the fucking NBA Finals at 270.
At a team that was, with no respect to the man, but they wasn't good enough to be in the finals. Luka drugged them there.
LUKA Magic, nigga. Now look, I understand. If this was, I'm being so honest. Literally, if this was any other player, and I mean literally any other player outside of Wemby, with everything that came out about Luka, okay. I would be like, okay, it makes sense. To start the season off, I don't want niggas to rewrite history. That nigga did look like a traffic cone in the beginning of the season. He was losing. He was the reason why niggas was losing games. But it's fucking Luka. It's fucking Luka. You got to find a way to figure this shit out. They talked about the max, the not wanting the hesitant about the super max for $345 million. Nigga, you are Dallas.
That's the price you pay. That's the price you pay for a superstar. It's duh. Everybody knows that.
Not just a superstar, bro. Like generational talent. This will probably be not even probably. It's probably your best player in your franchise's history when it's all said and done. If he was to stay there, if he was to stay there, he would have surpassed Dirk. When it's all
and
said
that's
and
not even that's not even like Dirk is a scrub because Dirk is a Hall of Famer. Dirk was amazing, one of the best power forwards, one of the best big men of all time.
Yeah,
but Luka was just that good.
Luka fell into your fucking laps, and y'all out here thinking y'all the Lakers. Y'all could just get any motherfucking superstar.
Nobody's gonna want to go back to Dallas, or nobody's gonna want to go there. If you're gonna do that to your franchise player, nobody's gonna want to go there.
Yeah, unless unless you get Nico Harrison about it there, but Nico Harrison don't even think he's gonna be there past 5 years. He's like, yeah, I'm not thinking. I'm thinking about the short term window of the next 3 to 4 years.
You're not winning the next 3 to 4 years. If you have Luka, maybe, but you ain't got that no more. So
yeah, bro. Anyway, it's just obviously the Lakers fleeced these niggas.
Of course.
Of course they, that's not their only trade. And at first I was gonna say that like not too much on the Rob Pelinka like praise. Like at first, I was like, he they literally caught this nigga and gifted Luka. Why y'all praising Rob Pelinka so much? Until I heard that nigga Rob Pelinka talk. He was like, yeah, originally it was supposed to be Dalton Connect and like multiple first rounders, and then I just kind of I kind of taught them down that ledge, and X1. Now after he said that, I was like, you know what, Rob? I'm gonna give you a little bit. You know what, Rob? Yeah, okay. I can't you because nigga, that's crazy. Nico here. Jason Kidd don't even. Jason Kidd looks like
the whole franchise is upset, and they rightfully so. But I think we got some more trades to discuss. So let's talk about the other big trade of the day, or not necessarily the day, but the week? Question mark. But anyways, regardless, De'Aaron Fox, he got moved from the Sacramento Kings to the San Antonio Spurs. In that trade, who did they give up? They gave up
not a lot. They gave us some unprotected picks, and there's a certain I forgot which player did they kept their young quarterback.
Yeah, that's really the most impressive thing. They end up keeping Stephon Castle, who I think is going to end up being really, really good. So that's a steal for the Spurs. But
Absolutely.
just De'Aaron Fox and Wemby in that combination, and they already played a game. Played one or two.
Yeah, they played a game on not too long ago, a couple days ago. I think Wednesday. Yeah. They played. De'Aaron
they played the Hawks Wednesday, and they won. They won 126 to 125. But De'Aaron Fox, he had 24 and 13, and Wemby had 24 and 12. And this is just like the combination of them, because De'Aaron, he gonna throw that lob. Like Wemby has him a young point guard he can grow with. Chris Paul was there before, but Chris Paul sort of aging out. So like, I just think this is a great combination for Wemby. Like, in all honesty, like the Spurs have their core for the next. Well, I don't know, because everybody be getting traded now, so I don't know how long this core gonna stay together. But the Spurs have a core for the future.
Yeah, at least for the next 4 to 5 years, you can lock in a De'Aaron Wemby combo for sure. Especially when you have Stephon Castle and De'Aaron Fox, expressing that he wants to play with Castle as well. Like he made that very clear. I want to play with that nigga too. So, Chris Paul being the veteran leadership and allowing to just pour into a team as he normally does. The future. The future is bright. The future is bright over there. So,
do you think they can
squeeze into a playoff play-in game thing? I mean, they're probably the 11th seed, maybe.
The Spurs are they're the 12th seed right now, behind the Warriors.
Oh yeah, they're not.
They're 1.5 games behind the Warriors.
Yeah, that's not happening, brother.
You don't think the Spurs can? You don't think they can get past because the Kings are the 10th seed right now. The Kings are for sure going to drop without De'Aaron Fox.
But the Kings got Zach LaVine in return. That's equal amount of points. Like it's not like they're gonna like tank down crazy. I really think
who's gonna be that? Who initiates the Kings offense now? Who's that point guard now? This is an honest question. I don't know. I don't be watching Kings basketball.
I did they send Tyus Jones over? Did they send Tyus Jones over in that trade? They sent a point guard over there.
No, the game they just played, they lost to the Magic 130 to 111, but their starters were DeRozan, Sabonis, LaVine, Keegan Murray, and Malik Monk. There's no point guards.
So I'm assuming they're allowing Malik Monk to be the point. Either it's gonna be Malik at the point, or maybe Zach at the point. I mean, I haven't seen Zach at the point ever.
The person who had the most assists was I don't know he's a rookie. Is it Devin Carter? He just got drafted. He's sort of balding. But he had 4 assists. And he's their backup point guard, or I guess the only point guard in the roster, but he had 4 assists. Nobody else had more than that.
Yeah, I just think like the Spurs are gonna make it competitive, but we'll talk about the Warriors later. I think people are downplaying the Warriors a little bit too much. I understand that their future is cooked, but their immediate future, I don't see how they regressed by adding a Jimmy Butler when literally all you had was Steph and Kuminga. So I don't think they're gonna get past the Warriors. They may get past the Kings. I don't know what the Kings gonna look like. I just don't think they're gonna get past the Warriors though.
But time will tell.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
But let's go ahead and I think we should go ahead and grade some of the trades that happened this week.
All righty. Let's go. Let's start it off. Luka to
in
the
that
Lakers.
77. I'm sorry, Luka in that 77. I think it's so ugly. I don't like the way it looks.
Why people don't look good in Lakers uniform?
It don't sit right in my soul.
Niggas forgot what Alex Caruso looked like in that purple and gold. That shit looked disgusting. Really bad. But first, yes, Luka to the Lakers.
That's obviously an A plus infinity.
It didn't matter what they got back in return. Nigga, it's Luka. Hey, you nigga, you good for the next 10, nigga. You're good. Next we have AD to the Mavericks.
Like that is a good move for the Mavs, but at the cost of Luka, like I don't know about that one, Chief. But like AD to Mavs is a great move. So just AD to the Mavs by itself, you got to get that like at least a B.
I want you to understand that you have to consider who is leaving your team in return for it.
I know that's why I said just a move by itself.
And if that is, I can't. For me, I can't do it as by itself. So for me, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna be honest.
That's a triple F minus.
I won't say that because I respect AD a little bit. I'm gonna put it a D plus. I'm gonna give it a D plus, C minus on a good day. That's a D plus move, mainly because you just got rid of generational talent in return of that, and now you don't have no point guard. Now, Fox to the Spurs. This is A plus move. I don't care what nobody says. It's an A plus move because you got Fox and didn't have to break up your young core to get him. You gave them some unprotected picks, and you got like a third team deal from Chicago to get Levine to the Kings. So the Kings, prospered in some ways, but you didn't have to give up nobody for real. So that's an A plus for me. That's Luka is on his own tier, but they right under there. That's a good move.
Jimmy to the Warriors, and I actually have the whole trade put up real fast. So this was Jimmy. I was tired of talking about Jimmy Butler, but he finally got one. He got traded. So Jimmy's on the Warriors now. This is like a 5-team trade. But yeah, so Jimmy's on the Warriors. The Heat get Andrew Wiggins, PJ Tucker, and a protected first-round pick. The Pistons are in this too, and they get Lindy Waters and Josh Richardson. The Jazz got Dennis Schroeder, who they proceeded to trade away again. Then the Raptors got Kyle Anderson. And I guess I get this like I don't know how Jimmy and Draymond. I don't know how the Jimmy Draymond fit gonna work. I'm not gonna hold you because I feel like they just two are the same person, and I don't know how well that works in the locker room. So I get this one, and I hate Jimmy Weave too because he be wearing weave. So I get this one a B minus.
For the immediate future, B minus. All that trade really told me was, somebody was fucking lying. Somebody was fucking lying because literally 2 days ago, niggas was like, nigga, I'm not trying to go to Golden State. We go from I'm not trying to go to Golden State to signing a 2-year extension on top of getting traded there.
Jimmy just wanted, bro. He just wanted money. That's it.
So it's just cut all that shit out. Cut all that shit out. He ain't got no beef with Memphis. I know the games you play. And obviously, with the Warriors, they thought they were gonna get KD for a hot little bit until KD stepped in and said, "No, nigga,
no, thank you."
Relax.
He's like, "Well, how do I go back there? I still don't like Draymond. Like, what are we doing here, bro?"
And I'm like, and I'm hearing the reports of like niggas appalled by that. How are you appalled when you employ Draymond Green?
Why did you expect like
if somebody called me a bitch ass nigga and they really meant it, nigga, it's on site forever. I don't fuck with you. When the last time you seen KD and Draymond out? Come on, bro. Come on, my nigga. You think championships just win? You know what I mean? They think championships just fix everything. No. Draymond is responsible for maybe one of those championships, but he's also the reason why y'all don't have at least 3 more. At least. So fuck it. You live by it, you die by it, nigga. You allow that nigga to punch somebody. and give him $100 million contract as a consequence for it. What kind of stupidity is that? He fumbled on everything. I have a hot take for the Warriors, but we'll keep it going. Zach LaVine to the Kings. I think for what it's worth, I might give this a B+. I was skeptical about an A-, but considering that De'Aaron Fox wanted to leave and you ain't had no choice, like at this point, it's like, all right, well, he don't want to be here. We gotta make some kind of move. The fact that you ain't doing like no Dallas Mavericks bullshit, I'm gonna give you a B+. A B+.
I was thinking about giving this a C at first, but then I remembered that Zach LaVine, he had wanted to go to the Kings.
And he's reunited with DeMar.
He reunited with DeMar, but I still might give it a C because I just don't like that fit. Because we're talking like the Kings, they don't have a point guard still, so I don't know.
Yeah, they'll probably sign somebody. They'll probably sign somebody,
but they ain't signed nobody yet, so I get that a C.
Yeah, I don't even know who their head coach is, so I mean, they got a lot of things to do in the offseason. So, Kyle Kuzma to the Bucks. This one really pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Why?
This one visibly made me upset. Not because I have anything against Kyle Kuzma. It's just I just kept seeing hella graphics of the Bucks' new big three. I'm like, y'all give everybody a big three.
That's not
shut this shit down. It's not how that fucking works. Like y'all just gotta, some things y'all just gotta leave in a certain era. Leave that in that LeBron Miami Heat era, all that stuff. Stop making everything a big three. We have a TikTok about that. Everybody ain't got no fucking big three. Some of y'all barely got big twos, nigga. Leave that shit alone. So with that being said, it's in a B range for me. I think people give Kyle Kuzma too much slack, but he can still hoop. He's better than Chris Middleton.
See, I don't know about that because
I know about it because you ain't been watching Chris Middleton play. That nigga
they put up their numbers between they compare Kyle Kuzma and Chris Middleton's numbers. Chris Middleton has better numbers on the season than Kyle Kuzma.
For me, I give a lot of niggas a lot of grace when they play for the Charlotte Hornets and the Washington Wizards. Y'all not playing real basketball out there, nigga. That's
why his numbers should be even better, bro. He should just be able to hoop.
Bro. No, that's not what that means. That's really not what that means. When you playing uninspired basketball, you're not putting out your best performance, my nigga. Jordan, unless you Jordan Poole, maybe, but for a nigga like Kyle, like if you're a guard, okay, I can give you that. Being a big man on a sorry ass team, tell me a big man that just be thriving. I mean, unless you're all-time great like Dwight Howard, you gotta have a decent guard. Like we didn't start talking about Evan Mobley praises until the Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland got their shit together. It really started clicking. All of a sudden, oh my God, y'all be seeing Evan Mobley? Yeah, because they know how to utilize him now. Kyle Kuzma, he can dribble the ball a little bit, but if you ain't got no guard for real, nigga, that's why when we get to Mark Williams, I got some things to say about Mark Williams because a lot of niggas got a lot of things to talk about. So
yeah,
we'll see a difference. We'll see.
Middleton, he went to the Wizards. That wasn't. I don't know how I feel. I don't feel any way about that trade actually because I don't know. I don't feel the Bucks just wanted to get off of Middleton, so I don't feel any way about that trade. Like the Wizards not going to get better. They're not going to get worse.
But they want to keep Middleton to like I don't know, be an inspiration to the youth or something. And plus, they had to get Kyle Kuzma up out of there anyway because they need to develop their second round pick in Alex Sarr anyway. Niggas kind of forgot about that nigga anyway. Hella forwards.
Yeah.
Next we have Brandon Ingram to the Raptors. I saw somebody on Twitter say, man, the Raptors really finna make a super playing team. I was like, yeah, you right. You right, brother.
Yeah.
You're
they still
right.
not good. Like, random ass
Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick,
Quickly is up there.
Quickly RJ Barrett, Boucher. Yeah, nigga. And Jakob Portal. Yeah, this is a super player team. Y'all ain't going nowhere fast. Y'all ain't going nowhere fast.
That's the ceiling of a 10th seed team.
Yeah, an improved. Yeah, you're right. They might shock a play-in team. They might get to the second round of that play-in.
Ain't no. If you lose to them in the play-in, you don't deserve to be in the play-in in general.
You're right.
Another trade that's not on this list that we should talk about, though, is that you mentioned it a little bit, is a Mark Williams to LA. Because LA has been dying for a center. Even with AD, he was like, please, bro, please give me a center. They sent him to American Airlines Center. And they ended up getting Mark Williams. And Mark Williams solid. He's a solid player. But he's just injury prone, and that's it. So I don't know how I feel about that.
I just want niggas on the internet just to shut the fuck up. Oh my God.
When you say that.
Oh, I wanted to shut the fuck up about Mark Williams. My goodness. Like, there's just too many opinions on a nigga named Mark Williams. And I know y'all wasn't watching Hornets games like that. To just have so many fucking opinions. You don't know how good Mark Williams is, and you don't know how bad Mark Williams is. All you can do is base it off of stats and a few highlights, because I know you was not watching Eric Collins announcing Mark Williams games on Stream East. You wasn't doing it.
Stream East is crazy.
Y'all barely
people can't hear it.
Y'all barely want to watch LaMelo Ball. I know y'all don't give a fuck about no Mark Williams, but now that he's a Laker, now y'all got all these. He's this, he's that. We'll all find out in real time how good or bad they got fleeced, or you gave up too much or not enough. You don't know. You don't know, and you don't know how good Dalton Connect gonna be without having LeBron next to him. And without having AD next to him. He is solid. He was a good pick for the Lakers. Just because you a good fit for the Lakers, that don't mean you a good fit everywhere else.
I mean, LaMelo don't get in the ball. LaMelo like to pass. So
can LaMelo stay on the court? Shit.
Also valid point.
Brandon Miller out for the season. Now, Brandon was more of a freak little injury, but it's like, all right, like, okay, this is all fun and dandy, but will they ever play? You know, we'll find out. But when it comes to that trade for the Lakers, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's still like a B+ to A- trade because you got what you needed. You went out, got exactly what you needed. It fits the prototype of what you're looking for. So I'm not mad. Everybody getting out of Charlotte. I think Trey Man got out of Charlotte.
No way.
Yeah, he got traded to the Atlanta Hawks.
Really?
Got to Atlanta Hawks. Yeah, Trey Man left. They got him up out of there. It's been a fire sale.
Trey Man is still on the Hornets.
And which man was it?
You're thinking of Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann? That's why I thought it was Trey Man.
No, yeah, you're thinking of Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann is on the
Terrence Mann got sent to the Hawks.
Yeah.
Okay.
For Bogdanovic. That's a nice little trade for the Clippers.
Okay, wait. Okay. I thought they said Trey Man. My fault. One of the men's. One of the men's. But yeah, I think yeah, that's been Jax. Is this the biggest trade deadline in NBA history?
I honestly think so, and I can't really think of any other trade deadline that was this active. So yeah,
honestly, just the trades in general this season. It was
the NBA looks weird now, bro. Like,
yeah, like it started off with a bang, like a month before the season started with Karl Anthony Towns and Julius Randle. That should set the tone for everything else.
If like 6 months ago you told me Luka would have been a Laker, I'd have been like, shut up. I still don't believe it. Like, what? I still don't believe it.
Bro, those tickets sell. I already looked at the tickets on SeatGeek. My goodness. When the Lakers play the Mavs, like the in LA one, I expected those prices. They come to Dallas in April.
Good.
A nigga like me, I might pull up to that bitch.
Luka gonna drop 270 points just to prove a point.
A nigga like me, I might actually hit that hoe. April 9th? I might have to come see that.
Oh, gosh.
Nosebleed start at 350 though. I don't know how I
At
feel
the
about it. But I'm
Dallas
saying, bro,
one?
because it's the nigga. Hey, I don't know. But enough of that NBA talk when there's obviously still football season. All right. Welcome to the NFL.
Since we're in the spirit of trades, because there's been a whole lot of trade deadline stuff. Let's see, who should we discuss first? Cooper Kupp. The Rams just put out a statement saying that, or at least Cooper Kupp, he put out a statement saying, "Yep, the Rams want to trade me." So I'm probably finna leave LA soon. He put out like a heartfelt thank you tweet and all that with like a video and everything. I mean, I'm not like Cooper Kupp. He's still good. He just get hurt a lot, so that's the only thing. He's slowing down. He's getting old, so I could see him being traded to who though. I think a lot of teams could still use him. Like the Texans could use another receiver. Dallas could use him, but Dallas is not getting anybody because they're Dallas. So yeah, there's Cooper Kupp. That's a trade that's happening. But the real big announcement though is the Myles Garrett. He put in a trade request, to which the Browns said, "No, we're not trading you." But still, he's unhappy in Cleveland.
I mean, he probably been unhappy. It's fucking Cleveland. It's fucking Cleveland. When the last time that nigga had fun in Cleveland? Baker Mayfield? That's a long ass time ago, nigga. No, he wants to win. He wants to win on the highest stage as possible. You know, he wants to. You know, he deserves that to a certain degree. I don't know how much. I don't know how many years left he has like on his contract or anything. But yeah, he's trying to compete.
He has
2 more years.
I think it's like either 2 or like 1 in a player option or something like that.
Yeah, and I get Cleveland's aspect of like, okay, like no, we're not doing that. But
the thing is though,
let that nigga free.
No, see, the thing is though, Cleveland, because of the Deshaun Watson contract, and it was like all that guaranteed money and blah blah blah, they had to restructure everybody else's contract. And because I think they restructured Myles Garrett's contract like 2 or 3 times, and because of that, now if they trade Myles Garrett, they lose like the Browns themselves lose $45 million in cap space. So if they want to trade Myles Garrett, they gotta if they want to trade Myles Garrett, they have to like cut a couple other starters and everything just to have the money to even trade him. So
Myles Garrett,
traded, but I don't know if he can be traded physically.
Oh, he can. No, he can. And y'all need to stop acting like. See, Myles Garrett's got to remind a few niggas what that nigga capable of doing. Go ahead, grab that helmet again. Let's go ahead and shake this room up. If you want to leave, you can find a way to motherfucking leave if you want to, nigga. Yeah. Find Mr. Mason. Find somebody. Get active, nigga. I know you capable of it. I didn't seen it before. Let's get active.
Myles Garrett, he gave an interview. I think it was with like Mina Kimes, I believe, and he was talking about teams he wanted to go to, or teams he was not. He didn't say he wanted to go to, but teams he was just like had his eye on. And one of those teams was the Commanders, and I mean, I know they have like the Commanders have like a whole bunch of cap space. They're a young team that could use another pass rusher. Like that would be a great fit. I just certainly hope it does not happen because I don't like the Commanders.
I mean, facing Myles Garrett twice a year is a little annoying, and I think that would help the Commanders. Because I mean, I remember when it was, you know, Chase Young was supposed to be that guy, and it just never panned out for him. It never happened. Injuries kind of fucked things up, so that can kind of be like, okay, bet, like this is, you know, what we was always envisioning. So that'd be nice, but. Look, I'd rather be that than the Eagles grab this nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Eagles just feel like they get any and everybody. So As long as he's not with it, I'd rather him be with. Well, I know he's not going to the Giants.
He want to win. He said he wants to win.
And as much as he's been, I know he went to Texas A&M, but the Cowboys not spending no money for real.
Yeah.
So the Commanders is the only one that makes sense in that division. Other than that, I don't see where else. I mean, he could.
The Lions could use him because Aiden Hutchinson was hurt last season, or hurt towards the middle last season. He was going crazy though, but like Aiden Hutchinson on one side, Myles Garrett on the other side, that would be disgusting. And I think they have caps for that too.
Him going to San Fran would be interesting too. Being paired up with Nick Bosa would be insane. I'm trying to think of other.
Really, anywhere he goes would be insane because Myles Garrett himself is insane. So
that nigga do fake dribble moves before he rushes the quarterback and succeeds. Like
I think they say he's like the first player in NFL history to have like 14 sacks for like 5 consecutive years or something like that. And it's just like this man.
That nigga is so different, bro.
Like
I would love him in Dallas because that would free up. That would free up space for Micah to be back to his normal self. The nigga getting double teamed a little too much,
and Micah, since the Super Bowl week and like a whole bunch of NFL players are there, Micah was giving an interview, and I think he said he would consider taking less money if it means they get Myles Garrett, but Myles Garrett has to get on the. Micah said that, like Micah himself. Yeah,
well, I mean,
he said he would consider it, but the thing with that, you have to get Myles Garrett on the roster first before you even do that. So that's not gonna happen.
It's not happening, brother. Like, be fucking for real. If that nigga went to the Steelers,
he wants to win. The Steelers don't have a quarterback.
Okay, I'm glad you're finally there with Russell Wilson. But
no, they said they're not bringing Russell Wilson back.
Good.
He goes to the Bengals.
Shit, they need it. they need it, but going within the division is kind of nuts.
Oh yeah. The Browns wouldn't make that trade. The Browns would not make that trade.
Yeah, that's a little interesting. Like, yeah, nigga, fuck though. Yeah, it's definitely whatever it is gonna be an NFC team. In the NFC, this is gonna be an NFC team for sure.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Or the Bills. Although I can't go to the Bills. Regardless, whatever. Or if he goes to the Chiefs, I'll be mad too. Cause just like, bro, come on, man.
A Chiefs would be like a Chiefs sound like a place Cooper Kupp would be. Like I feel like they'll sound a Cooper Kupp. He's known to just be grabbing niggas like that.
I could see that for sure.
Like, oh, you want a ring too? Let's go ahead, nigga.
Come on down.
Did you see that? That thing because Jameis Winston's like been in New Orleans like interviewing and doing stuff.
Jameis Winston is funny, bro. Jameis Winston is amazing.
Winston's so funny. He was like, man, you know, I'm a free agent. He was asking all these players, you know, where should I go sign? Where should I go? He asked Travis Kelce. He was like, man, come on down to Kansas City, man. We're gonna get you right, man. For real. Like, Jameis is
they would though. That's the thing. He he wouldn't play at all, but he want a quick little ring. He'd go over there.
Absolutely, yo. Somebody said, I think he asked one of the Eagles players, like, yo, Giants need a quarterback.
No, he asked Saquon that, and Saquon said it.
Yeah, and then somebody else said that. He was like, yeah, so we can play you twice a year. And he's like, oh, okay, bet, cool. I mean, I like that, but national treasure, man.
James was amazing. But James was amazing. And if he gets a Super Bowl ring, I'm gonna start calling it. Even if it's a back, if he gets a ring, I'm gonna start calling him Super Bowl winning quarterback James Winston. And I'm
Super Bowl champion. Super Bowl champion Jameis Winston.
And I'm gonna start the movement to get him in the Hall of Fame, even though he won't get there.
With his black wife. With his African American wife.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. I said,
all right, man, look. Shit.
But moving on from the trades though, the NFL awards was like, or what's it called? NFL honors rather. It was last night, and one of the things they did was announce their 2025 Pro Football Hall of Fame class. And let me share my screen so y'all can see who the people being inducted are. We have Eric Allen, who was the DB for the Eagles. Jared Allen, who was a monster I think he played for the Chiefs first, but I remember him playing for the Vikings, where he went absolutely insane. You have Antonio Gates, who's arguably the best he can't be the best. He's a top 5 tight end ever. And then Sterling Sharp, who is Shannon Sharp's older brother, who was crazy, but his career got cut short by injury. So it's nice to see him get in there as well.
Absolutely. I think this is a great list. I know that we mentioned earlier or off air, that it was only 4 people this year.
I didn't like
and that's
that.
crazy. And for me, look, as long when it comes to the Hall of Fame, the only thing I will ever dislike is if I see somebody that don't need to be in there. That's the only way I'm like, okay, I don't really like this list. If I look at the list, only 4 niggas.
Eli didn't get in.
Yeah, I'm just glad, like, you know what I mean? Now, if it was 4 niggas and Eli was one of those spots, we having a whole different pod, nigga. That might happen right after the Luka trade. I'm like, let's pause for the NBA. Let's
address the elephant in the room.
Like, exactly, my nigga. There's other elephants that need to be addressed. But for this, let's talk about, because those are all great lists.
Yeah. Literally, they're all deserving of it.
All of them are deserving. And Sterling Sharp is well overdue. I think Shannon Sharp, having the media career that he has, in part was always, like, uplifting and championing Sterling Sharp any way he can.
Shannon Sharp's media career definitely helped Sterling Sharp get in, because it brought his name back. Because every chance he gets, Shannon Sharp is like, no. Shannon Sharp's like, I know I was good, but trust me, my brother was 10 times better than me. And I've seen his how he was disgusting. So
he's very cold. He was on pace with Jerry Rice at a certain
exactly.
point. So it's one of those times. But let's talk about who got left off of this list.
But yeah, like we were saying, plenty of people had got left off. Eli Manning, I'm not to be a hater, but I don't think he's a Hall of Fame player. So I am a little bit glad he didn't get in. But Adam Vinatieri, if there was ever going to be like a kicker that's in the Hall of Fame, he for sure deserved to be in there, especially since Justin Tucker doing all this nonsense. But anywho, Steve Smith, he was left off. I still don't know why he's not in there. Torrey Holt, he's like a top 5 receiver, just in terms of numbers in every single category. Torrey Holt is top 5. So it makes no sense why he's not in the Hall of Fame. You got Reggie Wayne was left off. Luke Kuechly, I for sure thought he was going to be a first ballot. Fred Taylor was left off again. Terrell Suggs, Marshall Yanda, who was a amazing lineman for the Ravens. Darren Woodson, Jari Evans was also an amazing lineman for the Saints. And then Willie Anderson. Who did he play for? I know he was cold. He was a cold lineman as well. I forget who he played for, but some of these people, they for sure should have been in. So that's why just only including 4, it's rubbing me a little bit the wrong way. But I mean, what can you do?
Fair. That's fair. And I think when it comes to like NFL Hall of Fame, that you can definitely make a case for like first ballot for a couple of those names. But at the same time, it's like, okay, bet, like, I know they're going to get into the Hall at some point. Like, there wasn't, he's going to get in the Hall.
I don't know.
He's going to get in the Hall.
Torrey Holt been retired for like 15. When Torrey Holt retired, he's been retired forever. And he's still in it. And he's top 5 in basically everything. Because Torrey Holt, he retired in 2010, but he was only on the practice squad for the Patriots. And he stopped being good for real in 2008.
I mean, look, maybe I just got more faith. Maybe I just got more faith that some of them gonna get in. But it'll probably be one of those it's well overdue type things, like a Sterling Sharp, like, oh damn, he should have been in here, but I'm glad he's in here. Real quick before we jump off of that, we already have some new candidates for the 2026 Hall of Fame, or whoever's like eligible now. I'll say that. And I'll pull up that graphic. Damn. What we got going on here? Okay, hate this. in the street yard, nigga. Yeah. This is the 2026. We got Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Jason Witten, Frank Gore, Julian Edelman, Greg Olsen, LaShawn McCoy, Des Bryant, Maurice Pouncey, Phillip Rivers, Steven
Gostkowski.
All right. Geno Atkins. These 12 players are, just a few, but these are now the ones that are eligible. What sticks out to you? Who do you see coming out of this as first ballot or
Drew Brees for their first ballot because it's Drew Brees.
Larry Fitzgerald. You think that's first ballot? I think it is. Oh, he put on my first ballot. I don't know about these niggas.
I think he should be, but this is the Hall of Fame also made T.O. wait 3 years to get in the Hall of Fame. That's why I'm like, I can't really call it with receivers.
But it's a stand-up. Like, he's a stand-up guy, though. You know what I mean? Even though T.O.
too.
Oh, you right, brother.
Exactly. So you can't. But I think Larry he's going to get in sooner rather than later. So I'm not. I know he's a Hall of Famer. Everybody does. So I'm not surprised. Jason Wynn, he's going to end up getting in. To me, Frank Gore is a Hall of Famer, but apparently a lot of people don't feel that way, which I'm very surprised by. But
I'm surprised about that too. I thought that was a clear cut. Like, he may not be first ballot, maybe.
But a lot of people are like, oh, Frank Gore, he only got the numbers because he played long. Like, no, Frank Gore, he played long, yes, but Frank Gore was great too. So I'm surprised.
No, I'm saying, but the way niggas be talking about Emmitt Smith, but he's still that's still a Hall of Fame ass nigga. Exactly. They're talking about that nigga offensive line all the time. So I don't know.
Edelman, I don't think Edelman's getting in. Greg Olsen, I can't really call it with tight ends. But I think he's great. I think he should get in. I don't know if he will. LaShawn McCoy, I feel like he's gonna get maybe not first ballot. I don't think none of these people are gonna be first ballot except for Brees. But LaShawn McCoy, he's for sure gonna get in. Dez, I don't think he'll be a Hall of Famer just because his career got cut short by injuries. Pouncey, I think he'll get in eventually. Steven Gostkowski was a kicker, so he's not going to get in. Geno Atkins was amazing. He was amazing for the Bengals. So he should get in, but he was just with the Bengals when they were trash. But like Geno Atkins was Aaron Donald before Aaron Donald. So I'm not even kidding when I say that. So I think he should get in, but he don't got the notoriety. And then Phillip Rivers, I think he's a Hall of Famer. But I don't know if he's getting in.
As unfortunate as this may be, if Eli not getting in, Phillip ain't getting in. Just off the politics. Even though I think Phillips, I think he's, but I just don't see it. I just don't see them. I don't see them putting Phillip Rivers in and then not putting Eli in. Exactly. I just don't see it. So
if one of them goes in, they'll probably both go in. Or absolutely. If Phillip Rivers goes in, that means Eli, no matter what, is getting in.
He's getting in regardless.
Yeah, so I don't know, but we will see. We will see.
Right. Most definitely. Now, let's review them NFL awards we talked about yesterday, because apparently this is a podcast for casuals. We casually got a lot of them bitches wrong.
Yeah. Like we were saying, the NFL awards happened yesterday, and good Lord, we did a bad job. We predicted some of them, or we made our prediction on who would win what awards, and yeah. But anyway, let's go ahead and start it off. As I shared my screen, Ben Johnson, who is now the head coach for the Bears, he was the Detroit Lions offensive coordinator. He won assistant coach of the year. Me and Greg, we both predicted that Brian Flores would win that award, the defensive coordinator for the Vikings. But in hindsight, Brian Flores, he was the one that sued the NFL. So of course we should have realized they never give him an award.
And that was one of the, when it comes to assistants, and I think we did head coaches. I think we was on that pod, and we definitely like, damn, low key, you can make a case for everyone. This is what we're gonna predict, but we can also make a case for Ben Johnson whoever else was on there. So yeah, respect to him.
And then Offensive Rookie of the Year is Jaden Daniels. We both chose Jaden Daniels, so we both got that one right. And I mean, it was sort of obvious. He was the quarterback. They got to the NFC Championship. He was
Very
cold.
easy layup.
Yeah. So, Defensive Player of the Year, Patrick Surtain II. I thought it was going to be Myles Garrett. Greg, he actually called PS2, so that's good. Congratulations, that's a good job on you, Greg. Because I just didn't consider it, honestly.
That's a biased pick. Well, I will say people did really, compliment the Broncos defense a lot and kept, defense kept them in a lot of games, and it's part of the reason why they were a playoff team when nobody thought the Broncos were a playoff team. So in hindsight, I definitely can get it now because I don't think about anybody's defensive line when it comes to the Broncos, in my personal opinion, but I see it.
All right, and then for Offensive Player of the Year, another one we got right, it was Saquon Barkley, and I mean, that one was sort of obvious. The 2,000 yards, he was amazing. In the playoffs, he still looks like the best player in the NFL, so it's not surprising at all. Next, we have Comeback Player of the Year, Joe Burrow. This is the second time he's won this award.
How many comebacks can you have, nigga?
Exactly.
I look at comeback like I look at most improved player of the year. Like once you win one, I don't think you did the win.
Yes, Joe Burrow's amazing and all that, but two-time comeback player of the year. I don't know if that's an accomplishment.
And then you didn't even come back. Like you didn't even complete the comeback because you still missed the playoffs. Like you just you came back and won a few games I didn't to barely miss the playoffs. But I guess, what I mean, y'all know how I feel about losers in general, just winning certain awards, bro. But he's a great quarterback actually. So yeah, I get it. I understand, but I think of people. I forgot who did we pick? Do you remember who we picked?
I predicted Damar Hamlin would get it, and you thought you predicted Sam Darnold would get it.
I think Sam Darnold was a way better pick than that. I'm sorry. Y'all not gonna move me off my pivot, man. I think Sam Darnold had a right. I'm sorry. Y'all got it. Y'all got it though. That's y'all king. That's y'all king. I'm not finna defend white people today.
Oh my god. Defensive Rookie of the Year. It was Jared Verse, pass rusher for the Rams. We both just chose random names. Huh?
I said I fucked with Jared first. I remember that. I said I'll fuck with him. He's a funny guy. Yeah. I do remember saying he's a funny guy. I didn't know much about the defensive rookie. So. Yeah, we both chose Quinyon Mitchell from the Eagles, which also would have been a great pick, but I mean, it didn't happen. It was just guessing. So there's that. Yeah, for sure.
Coach of the Year, it's Kevin O'Connell for the Minnesota Vikings.
That was another one where we were like, yo, we can literally make a case for every one of those coaches. So I don't feel bad about that. Who do we pick?
I chose Dan Quinn. Wait, Dan Quinn? Yeah, Dan Quinn for the Commanders, and you picked Dan Campbell. But like we said, with any of the coaches, they were all amazing options. So
yeah, very true.
Then,
why this nigga rolling it up slow?
Bro, I don't even listen.
Nigga, roll that bitch up.
And then MVP, Josh Allen won the MVP. This DEI hire won the MVP.
They said the DEI MVP. The street said you said it on Twitter first.
I did say it on Twitter first, and then everybody else started tweeting, and I was like, I had the message, not the platform. It'll be okay.
It is what it is.
I don't even know where. We both predicted it would be Lamar Jackson. We actually said we didn't even discuss. We were like, "Oh, it's obvious Lamar's going to win." So it was a foregone conclusion that Lamar would win. So we didn't even discuss it long on the last podcast. We talked about this, but what? Because Lamar Jackson, he was voted first team All-Pro quarterback And the people who vote for that are the same people who vote for the MVP. So if they just earlier voted that, hey, Lamar is better than Josh Allen, and now they gave Josh Allen this MVP, it's like this math isn't mathing. It's not lining up. Like, why is this? You know, it just don't make sense.
I think people really need to start acknowledging how much Kanye West has really influenced white people. Because they really sat in that room and said no one man should have all that power. No one man should get 3 MVPs in a row as an African American male on Black History Month.
Doing this in Black History
is very telling. It's very telling. I feel like it's one of those things, like, you know, they looked at us and said, hey,
this is a microaggression, actually.
We gave you 2 quarterbacks. We gave you 2 quarterbacks in the Super Bowl. Y'all not happy? Shit. We even gave it to you in New Orleans. We gave you a Don Julio and Popeyes collab.
We gave y'all Kendrick Lamar. We get all this. So
what more do y'all want? What more do y'all want, nigga? Like, that's what it sounds like. Like, damn, y'all want everything?
This MVP to Josh Allen, though, it was for sure a here nigga damn MVP, though. And it just,
it's like, like, that's why I don't like that goddamn meme. I don't like that goddamn meme with that nigga forming in the Joel Embiid.
No, because like
a bit more than what that is. I get it though. I understand. I don't have to like it though.
Because, like, in all honesty, like, did Josh Allen? Yeah, we make jokes about him and all that, but he had an amazing season. But let me share my screen. Let me share another screen actually, and just sort of show you how much better Lamar Jackson was than Josh Allen.
This nigga got like 20 tabs open.
For sure. But you can see this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a chart graph, what have you, about that compares Josh Allen's career, any Josh Allen career best number versus Lamar Jackson in 2024. The most pass touchdowns Josh Allen ever had was 37. He did that in 2020. Lamar had 41 touchdowns this year. The most total touchdown Josh Allen ever had was 45. He did that in 2020. Lamar had 45 touchdowns this year. The most yards Josh Allen ever had was 5,170. This year, Lamar Jackson had 5,087. Josh Allen in 2020 had his career best pass rating of 107.2. Lamar Jackson had 119 this year. Let me see. Let me just skip 2 interceptions. His career low interception, Josh Allen, he did that this year, was 6. Lamar, he only threw 4 picks this season. Like, Lamar outclassed him this year alone. He outclassed Josh Allen's entire career. And they still gave the MVP to Josh Allen. This just doesn't make any type of sense to me. I was saying, like, and I hear people saying, "Oh, it's the MVP; it means valuable," and they trying to twist and turn and this, that, and the third to make it make sense to them. And this, like, you brought it up when we were talking about Nico Harrison. Like, if you have to do all that to make your argument, you know it's not a strong enough argument. You're just trying to say words to tire out the other person. It's just like, no, bro, there's not no.
Exactly. Like, this is. And I think even Coach Prime used to say that shit when it came to, like, Hall of Fame, like, when it comes to the qualifications of a Hall of Fame player.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you have to think about it, he's not a Hall of Famer. Hall of Famers are like, oh, you know, he's definitely a Hall of Famer. You're gonna be like, well, if you no, that means no. That means fucking no. I don't know why people just want to be like not simple-minded when it comes to like the MVP award. Sometimes I think they overthink it, and that's when you start having like those. This is when you start having those fucking basketball conversations when it comes to best versus greatest. All right, nigga. Okay, bro. Like, you take this person off this team. You take this person off this team. Who thrives better? Nobody cares, nigga. Look at the fucking stats, my nigga.
Yeah, bro.
If we want to talk about real value, None of them niggas was more valuable than Saquon Barkley, if you want to be honest. If we want to go that fucking route, there's nobody
Quite
more
literally.
valuable in the fucking league than Saquon. And last year, there was nobody fucking more valuable than Christian McCaffrey. If we want to go that fucking route, but y'all only do this to fit your fucking argument. You don't do this across the board. You only do this for quarterbacks. You only do this to fit. Oh, look at this team. No. Y'all only do that for that. So I don't give a damn about people's reasonings about Josh Allen. I really don't. I don't care about none of that shit.
Because it's wrong. It's incorrect reasoning.
And even if I am wrong, you're not consistent enough in your own argument to do it on every single occasion. You're gonna tweak it. In that corner, whoa, nigga, fuck out of here. DEI. And I hate this for Josh Allen, because Josh Allen ain't even one of these niggas that just be like unlikable. But y'all meat ride so hard, it's like, damn, nigga, you gonna turn some people off on Josh Allen.
Josh Allen probably like he seemed like the normalest, just coolest dude. Like he don't even be doing all that, and he just has his fan base is insane. But
I didn't even know he had a fan base like this. I did not know he had a fan base like this, nigga. I promise you. It's some different shit. Anything to stop Devil's Magic, I guess, but oh well.
They ain't even stop it. And they ain't even stop it. But man, I'm tired of talking about this, Greg. It's the big game, bro. It's the Super Bowl, bro. It's time, bro. It is time for our final picks of the 2024 NFL season.
Oh shit. You going with?
Well,
I know who I'm going with, but you got it.
I'm not gonna hold you. I thought you was gonna play the music, but I think the winner of this Super Bowl.
What we have for that?
For picks?
For the NFL? I did that at the top of the thing.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
At the top of for the NFL.
But anyway, yeah, this Super Bowl will be won by, I'm humbly picking the Kansas City Chiefs to win this Super Bowl, bro. Because I rock with Mahomes. That's it. I can't pick against Patrick Mahomes. And I like Mahomes. I don't have a problem. Everybody hates the Chiefs. I don't got a problem with the Chiefs. I don't. They seem cool to me.
That nigga from Texas, I could never really just hate the nigga. That nigga just strengthens my argument about who got better football players in the state.
Both quarterbacks from Texas.
Exactly.
So the argument's even stronger.
Both of them niggas in the Super Bowl again, nigga. What y'all talking about?
Exactly.
Leave that Georgia bullshit away from me, nigga. I ain't trying to hear none of you Florida and Georgia niggas right now. Real niggas talking at the table right now. I'm gonna leave here with something. Look, unfortunately, look, I believe in the devil magic in Patrick Mahomes. Nigga. Call it what you want. I believe in it. I think it's real. And there's no time ever in my life outside of maybe one or two instances where I'm ever going to root for the Eagles to do anything positive in life. I'm sorry. I can respect players, but an organization,
the Eagles have always had players. The Eagles have always had players I like. Like even that Michael Vick. I like Deshaun Jackson. I like LaShawn McCoy until he started talking in public.
Exactly.
I mean, when I like Saquon, I like what's his name? I like Jalen Hurts. I like AJ Brown. But the Eagles. Why would I choose them?
It's the fucking Eagles, nigga, and I don't like your fans. And when it came to the organization, I love when y'all had Chip Kelly. Get that nigga again. Hope y'all get that nigga again.
Somebody offensive coordinator.
Oh, I thought you was gonna fuck around and be the Texans offensive coordinator or something like. Well, it wasn't that, but it was. I think he's about to be somebody. Oh, the Raiders. He's with the Raiders with Pete Carroll. Yeah, he's with the Raiders with Pete Carroll. So Pete Carroll's the head coach, and he is the Hey, Tom. I guess Tom Brady believed in them niggas. I guess these all sound like. But yeah. For me, like unless my future son gets drafted by the Eagles, It's not happening, brother. At some point, blood is thicker than water. Like it's my fucking son. But
you gotta tell him hold out. You gotta tell him hold out.
I start pulling the Eli Manning on these niggas.
No cap. Like if I have a child and he gets drafted to, because I hate the Giants more than the Eagles. If he goes to the Giants, I'm be like, bro, you can't sign there. You can't sign there. Or at least you can. I'll be like, play your first rookie contract and then immediately leave. Don't.
You wearing your son's jersey? You wearing your son's jersey? When you support your son, you gonna wear your son's jersey?
I'll consider it. If it's Giants jersey, I'll consider it.
The fact, and the only reason I'm considering any of this is because of what we got going on in Dallas right now. I'm not gonna lie. If we was a better org, we would be having a lot of conversations right now. But
also,
I'm so goddamn pissed. I'm considering some things I ain't never thought before. I remember real quick. I saw somebody when the Luka trade dropped. Somebody was like, I think what was it? Nick Wright had like an emergency pod like on his YouTube. He was like, "Yeah, this Luka trade got me listening to pods I ain't never listened to before." And I ain't never been that ain't never been the truth, bro. I was listening to so many niggas I ain't had no business listening to. I had never listened to.
I just needed all of it.
I need all of it.
You listen to Bill Simmons?
Yeah, I just listen to random niggas. They were just on my timeline. I'm like, fuck it. I'm here now. Let me see what that nigga had to say. I need to know everybody's reaction. I saw this no-name pod in Dallas. Instant reaction. I was like, okay, it's 2 minutes. Let me hear what them niggas
I know
have to
they
say.
went crazy. I know they went crazy. No, a little podcast from Dallas. I know they went insane, bro.
You were supposed to have a statue.
Literally, like, oh my gosh, bro. This Luka trade don't make no, whatever. It don't make no sense, still, bro.
We gonna be be talking about this for years, nigga. We're gonna be talking about this for years.
Don't let the Lakers. Don't let them get a championship with the Lakers too. Don't let them get a championship with the Lakers.
No, that ass with Nico. He was talking about niggas gonna forget like if Dallas wins a championship. No, that's not enough, nigga. That's not even if you win a championship. If you go to the NBA Finals and win that hoe, that's still not enough. You got to pray on the downfall that Luka don't never win in LA. You got to win at least, in my opinion, you got to win at least 2, and they can't win none for you to really come back in history and be like, "Oh, you won this trade," and it's just not going to happen, nigga. You're not winning 2.
Last thing before you get in the hot takes, I seen a tweet. It was some dude. He was talking about. He was like, "Watch the Lakers win the championship this year." And LeBron, he's gonna take the imaginary crown off his head and put it on Luka and then retire. I was like, bro, what is it, Disney?
But as I was in New York, I saw Luka jerseys 40% off. Low key, I thought about buying one. I ain't gonna hold you. Just off the strength.
That throwback Dallas Luka jersey, like in a couple years, gonna go crazy.
There's one that's like an all white jersey with like silver letterings. I'm like, damn, this whole is kind of tough. Just 40% off. I ain't even a fan like that, but 40%, nigga. I don't know. Oh man, but we're finally here. Hot take of the week. Jax, do you have a hot take?
I do, in fact, have a hot take. It's actually it's a hot conspiracy theory, if you will.
Shit.
All right. Well, first things first, let me get off my chest and say, I already said it earlier, but Josh Allen is a DEI MVP, but he only won the MVP, and this is my conspiracy theory, because Roger Goodell, he had to put in that call because he's seen the NBA was taking all the headlines this week with the trade deadline. He was taking all the headlines away from the Super Bowl because it's a Super Bowl this week. You know, it's supposed to be a big game. You know, you got on one hand, well, it's Black History Month, obviously. You got 2 black quarterbacks. It's a rematch. On one hand, you got you got 2 crazy fan bases, and you got one team that's going for a 3-peat. And I feel like this still has, like, it's been talked about, but I feel like it's been a little bit less than it has in recent years. And that's just really because the trade deadline, the NBA trade deadline, starting with this whole Luka thing, has has sort of occupied everybody's mind more than anything. Like we spent most of this episode talking about the Luka stuff, and you see they're still talking about the Luka stuff on like ESPNs and all that. And that was, I think that technically happened like it's been a week since that happened because it happened on a Saturday, and we're recording.
Tomorrow will be a week for sure.
Yeah, tomorrow will be a week.
Yeah.
So I think Roger Goodell, he was like, you know what, we need some controversy. We need to stir up something. So hey, get that MVP to Josh Allen, and we'll see what else happens. So I really think that's what happens because it ain't no way Lamar had all these accolades. He won the first team All-Pro. He had an amazing season, and he ain't win. So that's my hot conspiracy theory.
And most of the time, I shut down like most theories. But when I tell you this Luka news felt like 5 hours ago. Every time I talk about it, it just felt like yesterday. I was just seeing it for the first time, bro. I'm like, damn, that really rocked the core.
It did. It's going to continue to rock the until the end of the season, bro. And don't let the Lakers win a round in the playoffs.
Don't let them niggas face off in the first round. Don't, because it's possible that it can happen.
If they play in a playoff game,
because the Lakers gearing up to win. Like, obviously they're not going to win a championship, but they're geared up to be in the playoffs this year. They got more.
They could win the championship. Actually, they won't win. You got SGA going crazy, so they're not going to win the championship. So never.
But even on the East, like with Boston, I don't know if they got enough for Boston like that. Boston B. Can't nobody
gonna be mad, bro. Derek White.
Can't nobody stop Derek White right now. Y'all don't know how good Derek White is. But nah, really, like a first round matchup. I don't know. They may have to see me, bro. They may have to see me. I might have to see that live in person. Like, I might have to pay.
I'll hang from the roof to watch that.
I don't care if them tickets is nosebleeds for $350. They may then got a ticket out of me because I just gotta see it in Dallas. I gotta see that. I'm sorry.
Crazy.
They put a casket outside. They put a blue casket outside.
I think they're taking out billboards talking about Nico now. Like it's and Nico, he gonna get. At first, I was like, he's probably not gonna get fired this season because it'll look bad on the owners because everybody's gonna be like, oh wow, they're acknowledging that they're idiots. But the more I think about it, I can see him getting fired this season. But if they get to the playoffs and get smoked by the Lakers, he's for sure out of there. He's for sure out of there.
And I feel like LeBron the type of nigga, when we get to Dallas, he gonna defer straight to Luka. He finna just pass that nigga the ball every time.
100,000. Everybody just back up. Just let Luka do what he do.
Let this nigga cook. Let this young man cook. God damn. LeBron versus Kyrie not even gonna be the big story, which would normally be the big story in any playoff series. My goodness.
But low key, the Mavs probably still gonna be upset. They might just let Luka cook him all the plays. I'm like, you know what? You can just go.
Jason Kidd might pull the lineup out. He might pull the.
Jason Kidd was sick, bro.
So you know what? Fuck you. Because this how I feel.
Sick.
Oh shit. No. In the words of Skip Bayless, it's my turn. My hot take ain't got nothing to do with sports. We already addressed Montoya, so we ain't even got to worry about that. But my hot take is that some things I don't want to learn. I don't want to learn about new things all the time. Like some things I don't want to know a fun fact. Not every time. If I'm actively looking for stuff, fine. But you just showing me, or like I see something on my TL of something that I've just never seen before, I feel like that's an invasion of my privacy, and I don't want that. And I'm only saying this.
What spurred this hot take? What was your inspiration? What spurred this hot take?
Yesterday, I found out that there was a deer calling championship.
What?
Yes.
Deers make noise?
Huh?
Deer make noise?
They do, but this is an adult. Like, this is like a human sport.
No, I know, but like when you do like a deer, when you do a deer call, that's like, is that not imitating the call of a deer? But I didn't even know deers had a call to begin with.
You're right. That's a fair assessment because I didn't know either. But here is the deer calling championship right here. This is what it is.
Greg.
This is crazy. Insane.
The disclaimer that the actions in this video are performed by professionals is insane.
And it says do not attempt. Oh, buddy, trust me. Oh my God.
I would describe this to the audio audience, but I just cannot put into words what I'm viewing. So
first of all, niggas out here like that's crazy.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
Stop showing this video. This is insane.
This right here. No. This right here. This nigga's eyes is rolling back. You don't have to roll your eyes back. You literally do not have to do that.
This is insane. You don't have to do any of this. Why is there a championship? What the? You have to do? Is there a league? Like, what is this? You have to do any of this stuff.
This look. I literally saw this in my mind. I came into this video and I was like, first of all, there won't be anything in my mind. I thought that was going to be worse than that Olympic guy with the ping pong balls, like throwing it from his mouth to the wall, back to his mouth. This tops it. This is insane.
Is terrible. This is insane. Everybody's in prison.
I wasn't going to let it slide, but it just kept getting worse. That young man rolled his eyes back, and I said, "No, no."
That wasn't even a young man. That's an old man. That makes it worse.
That means you've been doing this for years. This is a championship.
To go to a championship.
This is a championship, so there was rounds before this.
And then, like, what constitutes a winner?
Like, I don't see no deer.
Exactly.
I don't see no deer.
That's why I'm like, who wins? How do you determine the winner?
I don't know. Why y'all looking? This is crazy. And why is it only men? Only men can deer call? This is crazy, bro. Like what? Like I would ask myself, what happened to the game I love? But this is not the game I never knew about this.
That's the game they love that game apparently because that's the only reason they blamed it.
Obviously, because before I saw this, I had like a whole take about Drake and Kendrick Lamar because we didn't even talk about the Grammy stuff because there's so much shit that happened. Oh, yeah. But then I saw this, I was like, yo, Drake, we can talk about Drake another day because ultimately it really don't fucking matter. This shit right here is we gotta stop. So that's my hot take. Stop sharing new information to me.
Actually, no, my hot take, another hot take. My hot take. Stop doing this deer calling. Just end the league, end the championship. Stop the deer calling.
Because what the trophy look like? what the trophy look like for this shit, bro? Like
a golden one.
Yo, you gotta stop, bro. You gotta stop. They gotta stop. Actually, let me stop. They need to stop.
And I bet they don't even get like money or nothing like that for real. They might get like $500 maybe.
For the love of the sport. They probably flew out for this. They probably got a family. Your wife cheering you on? Doing this?
Explain this to your children. Explain this to you. Looked old. The people looked old. Explain it to your grandchildren.
Yeah, they do look old. They got some gray. Yeah, I don't even know what state they was in. This got to be something.
Actually, no. I need to know what state so we can
avoid
it. So we can bomb that.
I'm trying to figure out which news. Like, this is the Commerce City, Fort Collins.
Fort Collins, where's that?
What the fuck is that? There's whatever state it is, it has Commerce City and Fort Collins.
Fort Collins is in Colorado.
That sounds like some Colorado shit. Commerce City's in Colorado too?
Yeah, Commerce City's in Colorado too. Those in
Colorado, which is crazy. Cause I thought about going to Colorado, like just to go on vacation. Nah,
never going back.
Commerce City won't see me. I'll tell you that. Ridiculous. But unfortunately, that's all we have for today.
Yeah,
that's all we have for today. Jackson, any last words as I try to erase this from my memory permanently?
You want to change your life? Do no deer calling championship. That's all I got to say. You want to change your life? Don't do no deer calling championship.
And as for me, hey y'all stop. Look, is Drake lame? Yes, he doing some corny shit. But stop acting like this nigga's crash out ain't a little reasonable. Like, it's reasonable, nigga. Like, there's just the whole industry just saying your name like that in a way, calling you pedophile.
He's crazy.
Y'all don't even let little shit go enough for me to believe that the advice that you giving Drake you would do for yourself. Just ignore it and all. No, nigga. If he
I'm not gonna ignore it.
Hey, if Drake a sore loser, hey, maybe I am, bro, nigga.
I'm not even.
Because it just gets to a point. It gets to a point. No, nigga.
In all honesty, like, if I was Drake, I would either I'd still be making songs, or B, I would just send like a hitman to go kill Kendrick Lamar. If I was the other. Because
ultimately, it's like, okay, y'all like who y'all like, and I'm not here to tell you nothing. Because at the end of the day, it's just music to me. But like anything Drake do to the audience is corny. Anything that Kendrick does, oh my fucking God, did you see this? And at first I'm like, all right, bet, cool. But when they started talking about that Canadian tuxedo, I'm like, oh, okay, bet. Like, I ain't know.
But like maybe it's a thing, like, cause that's the thing, like, cause I like Kendrick, my favorite rapper, and I don't think like maybe some of the stuff is as calculated as people think, because it could be, but like all of it,
I'm like,
I don't think so.
I was like, it could be. He's a fucking genius. But then when Drake come down and does his little concert in Australia, and he got the bullet wounds, and he had the smoke behind him. First of all, look, like I said, anything that Drake does is gonna be corny. But I promise you, Jax, on everything I love, I promise you, if Kendrick would have just did the same thing Drake did with the bullet shots and the smoke behind him, they would have been like, oh my God, this shit is so fucking hard. I swear y'all would have did that. And that's no hate to Kendrick, because I love them niggas. I love Kendrick. I like his music. I like Drake's music. But that's one thing y'all not finna tell me. Like, y'all not gonna convince me how some of y'all are meat riders to the core. And some of y'all are not gonna convince me and gaslight me that Family Matters wasn't a good little rap album. I like that little rap album. Stop saying that shit, man. Like,
yeah,
he had a nice little bar on there.
Them people who doing all that, they at the Deer Championship, bro. That's exactly people at the Deer Championship. And doing
it without doing it without the instrument.
It's insane.
Crazy, bro. And it's all, like I said, Jack said it his best. Like, bro, like, all of this shit should be punishable by death.
Yes.
Punishable by death, bro. And we started in the state of Colorado. So with that being said, we will catch y'all next week post Super Bowl.
Yeah. Post halftime performance.
Post halftime performance, because I know they finna say some crazy shit there, bro.
Oh my God, I'm not ready.
They're definitely playing Not Like Us.
I don't know. It was never even of course they would play. I never thought he wouldn't. I'm not stupid. Obviously, that's his biggest song that he put out in the past year. Of course he's gonna play it. Are you stupid?
A minor. Yeah, it's getting it's gonna be real spooky. Now, hey, a nigga like me, I'll start off with Meet the Grams. Just the beginning part, just the first dun 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 dun
Just
dun.
play the
It's ended like that.
He should do it. Just end it like that and then just go into whatever.
Go into whatever, and like whenever he does,
like, follow up or something.
I already know how a nigga gonna get down, or like he'll sit around and just, psst, I see dead people, and then all the lights turn off. Lights come on. All the California niggas is up there. DeMar DeRozan, everybody from TDE. It's gonna look like the California concert from like back in August, but like times 2. I can see. But I'm just yapping at this point. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know the predictions on everything that we talked about. And with that being said, go touch some grass, go get some bitches, bro.